Welcome back, everybody, to TFConnect 2020, raising money for a special effect. We are here just on day one of this 3-day event. Thank you, everybody, here for joining us, and thank you, everybody, who has been donating. For now, I'm going to go ahead and throw it over to our casters, Cerny and August. I'll let you gentlemen go ahead and run down the rosters of our two teams that are going to be playing this match.
All right, so for the last match of the night, from the NA group, we've got Groovy Gardeners, Grizzlyberry, Pride, MrWhatsHisFace, Taylor TF, Springy, and JPEG.
A very strong team that we've already seen play, and then obviously we also have the people we just saw play with the side of Syringe Got Noises with Beef, Dan Greene, Array 7, Maxbox, No Talks, and Skyman Slash. So, two interesting teams here. It's Gully Wash, it plays very differently. You can't just, normally just have a scout go crazy. You need to play around a bit more.
To quickly interject, I did check with, since this is a European-based event, I did check with Interpol, and they did say, yes, that is illegal. The police are on their way to JPEG and Taylor's house to arrest them for what they did on that first map, dropping both 40 frags. So, just wanted to go ahead and give that heads up, so everyone say goodbye to them, because after today, they're gone.
And that being said, we're going to kick it off with our first round of Gully Wash. So let's see how these teams try to approach it. There's going to be an absolute mess in this. I mean, the teams are already not running cookie cutters, so it's going to be very interesting. I don't know what is going to happen with this. We have an engineer running to mid.
The Gardeners are early, though. We do have an engineer with this plasma blaster just walking forward. The rest of his team is nowhere to be found. He's just trying to do everything he can to take down JPEG. But he gets taken down just as quickly, and now the rest of his team is coming in, and they're trying to get something done. Array 7 is beefing up the beef, and, well, with that, they're just going to have to back up, but JPEG says, no, I'm going to meat shot you into oblivion, and he's just going to pressure forward. Can anybody stop this man?
I mean, the quick fix can certainly at least slow him down for a while, maybe stop him for a few seconds before he decides to run back in again. Almost a market garden out of Taylor there as well. Just barely misses it, unfortunately. But so much pressure still coming out of the Gardeners here. They finally get their Uber as well, so obviously JPEG's going to try to take us forward a little bit with his team as well. They're going to pick up 2, maybe take us forward as well. Array 7, very far back, protected by his team, so they're not going to be able to get the med here just yet. And Array, running that quick fix, he's going to get an Uber quicker, but they're still finding themselves on their last for the time being with 2 players down. JPEG is already on the point.
He's already on that.
He's run away again, though. He's not quite content contesting a heavy alone just yet. And Taylor's going to feel the pain of that for a while as well. Maybe he's going to be able to edge him out. But Beef is there to support his friend on the point. And it looks like they're going to be able to hold on to the point for now. Slow down the Gardeners ever so slightly. But they've already lost 3 players, so it's looking a little dire for Array's team here. As he goes down as well, Dan Greene is left alone without any healing on the point. He can only do so much, and that is going to be a first quick round going the way of the Groovy Gardeners.
I think JPEG is just getting the beam like 24/7, and there were so many times he should have died. He had like 3-4 players on him at all times, and he just wouldn't die. He just wouldn't collapse. He wouldn't accept defeat.
You know that Scout is the best class in the game, so
It's too good. It's really too good. Well, we're going on to the second round here after a very short first round, and still, the Gardeners are really quick to this mid, and only now have the syringe gun noises started to pop up here. The engineer is still very much in play. The Pyro also watching the back lines.
Nice.
And quite a few people have fallen from the Groovy Gardeners. What is this?
Doing a decent job there. They're dismantling it very well, but Taylor is in behind. He does get a bomb onto Array, and he does get some juicy rockets to clean that kill up. So at the very least, even if they've lost the mid, they got a crucial kill onto the medic there because they kept Pride alive. So they're going to have a very easy time at holding second here and maybe even pushing back into mid. Maxbox is going to make his way forward. Get a little bit of cap time, but he's going to have to contest with 2 scouts here. Ultimately, probably the best decision to try to wait for his team, back up a little bit. JPEG is already on the hunt for this man, and just cleans him up. It's just that easy, but the rest of the syringe gun noises have made their way to choke, so they're going to be able to at least put a little bit of pressure on it. Obviously, Uber comes out of pride
Uber's
here.
out.
Might be a little bit of a risky play to hold it this close, but because of the Pyro, not much is happening with the Uber. I mean, they kill the Pyro, they take down the mini sentry, but that's about all they do with it, and they lost both of their scouts in that exchange. Taylor is there to clean up the backline a little bit. He's gonna have to settle for beef. Can he get another kill? Well, he's gonna effectively trade with the NG, who punches him with his robot hand. Alright, fair enough.
Bap. Someone please play the Uncle Dane song right now. He just does a perfect Uncle Dane impression, just punching him right in the spajijis, putting him back at spawn.
It's a good trade, you could argue. I mean, if you're looking in chess terms, that is a material advantage for Syringe got noises. As they lose their most important, they basically just lost their queen, so No Talk's also going down. 2 players down, but 3 players dead, 4 players dead, matter of fact. 4 Groovy Gardeners here, only Grizzly and Taylor left here, and obviously they're not going to be able to do that much. Taylor's going to try to hold down choke a little bit, put a little bit of pressure on these players, but ultimately it's probably going to be overwhelmed as soon as they collect themselves a little bit. They're a little spread out for the time being, but for now they're holding onto mid decently well.
Yeah, I've got to say though, that engineer with his plasma or key blasts, whatever you want to call it, is just kind of putting a stump in front of the gardeners right now. So it's like, how can you deal with this? How will you deal with this?
I have a quick question for the casters.
Yes, Lucy?
Have you guys ever realized sometimes maybe like casting a match like this or playing a match like this, you guys just kind of forget what certain weapons are and what they do because you just never see them?
Yep.
You see, I mean, I played in this tournament, and they asked us after the first match, because we were the first match of the day. I completely forgot that, like, this is an open whitelist, except for the Diamondback, so I completely forgot that, like, some of these weapons even existed that people were using. And then people were like, why didn't you use this weapon? I was like, I didn't even know that existed. I only know stock.
Oh, the crits are out, but the Uber's counterpopped. This is probably going to stunt the push from... Oh, Taylor's actually out of ammo, so he couldn't finish this off. Thankfully, JPEG does clean them up there. That could have been really bad.
It could have been real bad, but they did have that Uber, and they're gonna have to only wait a second for that mini sentry, but they're not getting the frags just yet. Skyman's gonna hang on with 8 HP, just barely living for the time being. Gonna meet up with Ray to get healed back up, so only No Talk's down for the time being.
Oh, Taylor's beefing! Almost dies to the engineer. That could have gone really bad for him, but he manages to live there. But Maxbox, the heavy weapons guy, HMS Poop, is back in the game. We've seen that a lot of times tonight. And Taylor trying to bring out the spoon, bring out the pain, but instead he's receiving the pain. And how are they going to be able to hold down this aggression from the Groovy Gardeners?
They definitely have a way better positioning right now. They've already taken so much ground on second, and all of Syringe are either backed into Victor here to get mulched by a single rocket. Array is also in a world of pain here. Taylor's chasing him to the end of the world, and somehow Array escapes for the time being. Taylor is gonna have to settle for just getting away for the time being, but they're in such a bad position for Syringe gun noises here. They might have their crits coming up again soon, but Pride already has his Uber up as well, so again, you know, as if they don't surprise with those crits, they're not gonna be able to do anything with it. Dan trades for Taylor on balcony, but any trade here is a disadvantage for the defending team.
Just throws a flare and kills, what was it, Grizz? Kills a scout right in his face. Oh man.
Yeah.
Noltox is pulling it back for his team at the moment. But yeah, as you say, Pride does actually lose his Uber. Race 7 loses his Uber as well, or Kritzkrieg, or whatever it was. Now it's just going to be even, but a Race 7 is down. This is going to be pretty bad for the... Wait a second. Noltox and MrWhatsHisFace having a little funny interaction in River there. You love to see it.
Itself, just looking at each other. It's the Pyro class is the one where you right-click and completely destroy half the class in this game. Unfortunately, you can't reflect bullets as he now drops dead to the floor, and we have 3 people left trying to defend this point. One of them being the medic that gets instantly annihilated, and Skyman trying to just hold down the point. Won't work out either. That's 2-0 up for the Groovy Gardeners.
Yeah, JPEG having a 5k there until the end of the round, so he's doing really good at 34 points, 2 rounds in, 9 minutes in as well, so it's like, yeah, what more can he do?
It's, they're trying their best. I mean, obviously it might just take them a while to find their way into this game. They did just play a match while Groovy Gardeners had like a 1.5 hour break, so they could also be a little, worked out. They could be a little tired by now. Who knows? But if anything, you could also argue they are more warmed up. They're more in the game right now, and maybe that's gonna come into, well, their favors. That being said, this mid is going dangerously slow. Dan Greene's the first person to go down there after a long
Max
time.
Box stickies though.
Oh, he does get a nice little kill onto JPEG there. And a lot of frags are falling both ways, but they're favoring Syringe got noises for the time being. I mean, they kept Array alive, so at the very least they keep their 55% crit streak, I believe. So they can maybe make use of that with Skyman escaping as well. He's gonna have somebody to heal, and obviously Dan Greene has just now spawned. So they lost the mid, but they kept their medic. And with those crits, they can do some cheeky stuff here.
Yeah, but Taylor on the sniper class could just completely stop this crits push from Array 7, so not likely that we'll see something interesting, but hey, I'm looking forward to anything that happens.
You never know. I mean, Taylor's gonna have to get an angle first, and Array is he's a competent medic. He knows about sniper sightlines. He knows that, as soon as the sniper's called, which should happen right about now as Dan gets shot down, and there's 4 people in Big Door, they might decide, hey, it's a good time to use these crits, or
the crits
just
are in.
Take it in through choke, get one. Unfortunately, not meet much else. Beef is gonna try to. Oh, the crit rocket barely grazes the combo there, so unfortunately they only have to settle for MrWhatsHisFace. At least 2 frags with the crits isn't that bad, but Pride almost having Uber. Actually, crits, they're running crits as well, never mind, and they're gonna use it on Grizzly, because JPEG is dead. And yeah, they're just gonna have to run away. Grizzly's gonna maybe do something. Unfortunately not.
Yeah, that was a great pop of crits there from Array 7, because they just stopped the,
Taylor?
Oh, Taylor?
He's behind.
Taylor?
How did he even get there? I don't know, but he beefed the shot that he was trying to take.
Maybe he climbed the wall through drop down somehow?
I doubt that happened. I think
using
he must have
his,
just hidden an elbow or something. I don't know.
Machete?
I was not paying
I
attention
don't
to
know.
him.
I have no idea how he got there.
And he didn't get a cool frag anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's not going in the books. Sorry, Taylor.
So, if your Syringe gun noises here, you're looking at a pretty good situation. You have your crits up again. Unfortunately, Springy's gonna have a word with that. He's gonna absolutely annihilate the combo here, and I mean, they use the crits, but Maxbox isn't really hitting these stickies that he needs to hit. He's just getting pushed by the panic attack, and Array's the only player left, and he gets taken down in the close range snipe. Oh lord, that's a quick disaster crumbling down.
Yeah, Max must be really ashamed of that one. Array 7 must be yelling at him in the comms too. Array 7 decided to take it upon himself to kill that soldier, and now that Max Fox has had his fun on the Demo Man class, he's back on the soldier. So I'm liking these little class changes here and there. Still kind of keeping the core. Taylor's in though through the shutter door, and he misses Array 7, misses that opportunity, but I think there's gonna be more to come after that.
I have to see. Noltalk's going deep here with Dan on the riverside, seeing if they can maybe grab some ground. They use the crits out of the side of Pride here. Unfortunately, not accomplishing all that much, and they're actually going to lose 3 players as a result. Only Grizzly, Springy, and Taylor left here. Springy is in on last. He's fighting Beef, but currently does not look very good for him. He's gonna crater to his death, so only Grizzly and Taylor left. Obviously, Taylor's gonna try to get a little cheeky angle here, maybe catch somebody out as they walk through the shutter door, but he's pretty much the only thing that his team is resting on, because Grizzly's gonna run for it. And Taylor, he does have a little bit of support from Big Door. It's a little bit of a distraction. Can he get the shot onto Array? He does get the crucial shot, and that's gonna be huge for them. They're gonna immediately be able to get back into this second, immediately retake it. They've already killed Beef as well, and with no heals for a Syringe gun noise, it's gonna be looking really dire if they want to try to hold on to this point for any longer.
JPEG actually falling down to Skyman, and Skyman gets that revenge kill finally. And Noltalk's just the sign of approval. Oh, excuse me, sign of approval. Killing whoever the soldier was in choke. But staying alive on 18 HP, trying to fight that scout, actually gets taken down by Prime. So that almost capping the midpoint there. Oh, but the banner has been popped. Dan is so far into them. Beef is also trying to get anything he can. But unfortunately, I don't think they're going to be able to get anything here. Springy is doing a good job holding down the fort. And the Uber has been popped.
The Uber is going to seal the deal on that one. Ray does not escape with his life, so even if they were to have any sort of advantage afterwards, they cannot convert it now. And they're going to be back on their second for Syringe Noise. Noltox, the lone survivor trying to hold second down against 3 people is not going to work either. And Groovy Gardeners are going to be poised to maybe push into lost here, as 2 people are still respawning for Syringe Gun Noises. Not nice. Actually taking a little bit of time. They're
right now we're just kind of waiting here around, because we do see a heavy. Dan's up on the big man, the poop. And Taylor trying to get a good shot onto whoever was in front of him, but unfortunately that doesn't connect. And now I think we're gonna see a push here. Dan is in with the big man, but he immediately regrets his mistakes and just tries to back up, but gets taken down by JPEG. Oh boy.
In with the Uber, but they pretty much only killed 2 people with that Uber, so there's still a little bit of defensive forces here. Noltox gonna get taken down. JPEG's also gonna take down Array. Alright, he started hitting his shots again. And that's gonna be a 3rd round going the way of the Groovy Gardeners. We're halfway through the game.
Please, JPEG. Let them have a round. Please.
At the very least, just go like Force of Nature or something, you know? Do something funny. Something funky.
Soda popper, that'd be nice. You'd get like 20 million jumps.
He's already using the atomizer, so you can just add another one on the top.
Speaking of jumping, Taylor is on the Demoman and the Sticky Jumper class, so he's gonna have fun there. He's jumping way into the skybox, actually jumping straight onto the medicating clean pipe. Actually take the Ray 7 out. Oh my god. Oh
yeah,
dear lord.
If you're an Array 7 fan or a fan of his team, you hate to see that one, but it is pretty funny. That being said, Bright finds himself a little bit of danger. Gonna take down Beef as well, though, so it's only Dan and Maxbox left here, and neither of them are on good HP. Max is gonna get Springy, but he's gonna have to fight 2 other people here, and Grizzly's gonna seal that deal. So they're gonna take another mid here, potentially convert another round off the back of it. We'll have to see. Pride already almost up on Uber. It's gonna be looking pretty dire, and Taylor's just jumping around having fun. Noltox actually with a great reflect jump.
Whoa.
Alright, does eat the pipe though and gets taken down by JPEG, but it was almost promising for a second.
Taylor in. Hits a fat pipe, but ends up killing himself in the process accidentally though. The Uber has been popped. The engineer is in the high ground and river, putting out takes down JPEG, who wasn't ready for a bunch of bullets in his face, so Dan actually manages to hold it down.
The maze entry, dude, it's working. It gets Springy as well.
Somehow.
Pride is coming up on it, doesn't know what to do. He's caught out all alone. Maxbox is gonna clean up that kill.
Taylor is now on Solar Light class. Oh boy.
Alright, this is where it gets interesting. He's gonna try to have some actual fun here. I like to see that. What's he gonna do? What is he gonna do? Oh no. Oh, he's gonna have to run away because there's too many people shooting him. Never mind. Yeah, the major factor of the Demo Knight
he's in. He misses
the surprise
charge.
factor.
Oh, he's on the engineer, but he gets shotgunned down by the panic attack. Ooh, Beef hitting a clean air shot.
With the Beggar's Bazooka of all things, that thing is inaccurate. It's hard to hit air shots with that. And it has like that firing delay. It's a very strange weapon. And he's gonna overload jump in as well. If he can maybe catch somebody out. I don't know how to use that weapon. Anybody that like knows how to use that weapon effectively is already like a better player than me in my book. No matter what.
At this point, I think Taylor is just going through every single class after he dies. It's just hitting the random button because now he's on Pyro. And he's trying... I don't know what he was trying to do there, but it ends up working, I think. But the cap actually... Skyman backcapping, putting it around on the board. The comeback,
it's possible.
TCM.
Well, TCM would mean that they have to go to 4 first, but you know.
Okay.
If you wanna be pedantic about it,
I just want to throw it out there. I just wanted to throw it out there.
There's always the option for a reverse sweep. As we're headed into our 5th mid fight with 12 minutes left on the clock, it's definitely still possible for Syringe Noises to find their way back into this match as Groovy Gardeners stop taking the match all that seriously with one of their best players playing the Pyro class and holding down the W key on mid. Actually accomplishing quite a lot, with Springy being the first player to take down Maxbox here. And Chris is going to follow, taking down Essentially. I mean, that is an important pick, but Pride getting taken down is going to immediately turn the tide of this mid-fight, as no heals can be dished out. 2 Groovy Gardeners, and Taylor can only air blast so many projectiles before he finally gets shot down, maybe. That being said, they're holding on decently well. They really are. Oh, this is scary. If your Syringe gun noise actually, Ray 7 is suddenly alone in choke, trying to fight a Pyro, who is just right-clicking him to death, and then JPEG is also there to back him up.
To help him out.
Well, let's say I didn't curse him. Well, at least they can probably hang on to secondary for a bit. If Maxbox had a chance to win that 1v1, unfortunately didn't. But they might be able to still hang on to this for a while. Dan Greene is still committed to that NG play, and I mean that mini sentry's been working well for them so far. Like, wouldn't be surprised to see them try it a little bit more. Obviously, if you got tabs on that, it's a little bit harder. And this might be another round easily getting converted right now. They're already taunting on the point.
JPEG's fighting that soldier upper and river. Decides to go down. Kind of scared of those beggars, JPEG. What is up with that? Come on. This barrage of rockets coming out, though. Oh, if you ran the direct hit, oh, JPEG would have been deleted.
I don't know why nobody spotted that yet. He's such a scary scout. Just use the weapon that one-shots him. It's just brainlessly easy to use.
As Lazy Purple has said, though, before, scout be gone.
Taylor's on the flog, by the way, and he's gonna use that Phlogistonator walking into last year. However, there's a heavy that's going to just mulch him down, so they get the heavy, and there's about 3 people left to defend here, one of them a medic, so they actually have a decent chance. The crits come out as well, and Beef is gonna put down some crit stickies, deny some space, but JPEG is still in. Nobody's looking at him, and he's just gonna sneak around. Yeah, he's just gonna stay around. He's gonna pull his team back in, and they're gonna try to attack this point as best as they can. Skyman's disguised as a spy on the point, or the scout. I don't know what I was like confused. I don't know what happened there.
Okay.
For some reason, she looked like a spy. I don't know.
Well, that's another round on the board for the Groovy Gardeners, bringing it up to a 4-1 now. So it's looking kind of dire for the Syringe gun noises, but hey, anything can happen in this game. TF2.
It's possible.
So
it's happened before.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Let's see how they approach this next mid-fight, or if we're just going to see probably the round-winning round. He's not going to go that deep, though. Yeah, he's going to actually get caught out a lot, deal a lot of damage. He's going to be the first player to fall. JPEG also dangerously low on the side of Groovy Gardeners here. Does manage to hang on, though. But Springy gets taken down in his stead, and they're putting a lot of pressure onto this combo of Groovy Gardeners here. What's-his-face taken down as well. Dan, the first player to actually go down for the side of Syringe gun noises. It's only JPEG left now, and he's, while he's a
dancing
fighter,
around. His footwork is, like, proving itself useful here, but he gets taken down, however. And, wow, only 1 death, I think, from the side of the Syringe gun noises on that mid, so good job from them.
Actually, I think 2. I think Dan died pretty early or something like that.
He died pretty late. Probably.
Yeah, it's something, but they definitely rounded it out decently well, and they're in a good position here to actually take the lobby as well. What's-his-face overextended a little bit, gets taken down by Noltox. On
yeah,
the
Noltox
scout
doing his
now.
best JPEG impression here, just kind of running through everybody and shredding through them, so I think this might be an easy round for them, except for Ray 7, he just died, so I gotta mince my words there, because that was yeah, that was not a good that was not a good thing to say, because they just got shut down there.
It's a crucial thing. If you're Groovy Gardeners here, you just kill the medic before they can push in. That's kind of the A&O of this game, as Taylor's trying to do some cheeky sniper stuff. Unfortunately, when he's set on fire, I doubt that it is going to work out very well. And Spring is actually going to get taken down in the meantime, so Noltox trying to do a cheeky little bit of backcapping here. He's actually putting a lot of time on the cap before the stickies are dead, so that's a lot of cap time, but they're only 3 players up now. And, you know, they don't even have an Uber. Maxbox is taken down, and so does Dan.
The cap is still going on, though. Oh, it's so close.
Oh, my
Somebody
God.
Please touch it. Put a pixel of your foot on it, please, for the love of God.
They're just going to stand on that point. They're not going to go anywhere. Groovy Gardeners are not leaving this point. They're going to send out JPEG as the sole person here to just try to cap out this point. They know he can handle it by himself. There's nobody to really contest him. Skyman's going to actually pick up What's-His-Face.
You know what would have been awesome for a back cap? The pain train.
Oh, my lord.
If only Maxbox was using the pain train.
There's whenever you get into a situation like that, you realize how important that weapon can be, and then you realize that that's like a 1 in 1,000 opportunity, and that it's probably not worth using. Unfortunately, JPEG dancing around Beef a little bit, actually gonna get forced off. I guess probably took a little bit of damage there. Finding himself low on HP, gonna have to pop to the Uber to try and stay alive. Springy's gonna get traded out for Skyman and Nulltalk, so definitely it's going in the favor of Groovy Gardeners right now, picking up Dan as well. And with only Maxbox here in the choke, trying to hold down this demon of JPEG and Taylor, this combination. It's not looking good.
And it's out. And
yeah,
it's done.
That's not gonna be good enough.
Ooh, JPEG's actually narrowly dodging that crits pipe into his face. I'm a movement player, Lois. Oh man.
I bet this guy B-hops in CSGO as well, you can tell.
What was that, August? Sorry, I just want to wind it back for 1 second.
Hey, I had to do it, okay? I had to do it. I had to find a perfect opportunity for it. JPEG's my boy, I had to do it.
Alright. I'll let y'all continue.
Okay, I'll never do it again. Alright?
I
How
never
about
said
that?
you didn't have to do that. I was just like, wait, what just happened?
Taylor's being a little cheeky here. Cheeky little bomb into the combo, does drop a Ray 7. So that's going to be a very nice pick that he's going to pick himself up. And suddenly, even though Syringe gun noises were looking a little good there for a while, they're not looking all that good on the stride anymore. Pride almost have an Uber here. They're going to have a very easy response to this mid, and Syringe gun noises are in absolute disarray. They're trying to just hold down and slow them down as best as they can. Nulltalk is going to get taken down on the flank. And Dan Greene is in behind as the Pyro, of all things. But the Uber comes for choke, and yeah, this mid is not looking good for Syringe gun noises. I mean, Beef is still around. He's probably not going to accomplish all that much. Sorry, I'm being a little pessimistic here, but I was right.
Oh man, yeah, what can JPEG just spawn camps Array 7? Oh dear.
No,
Poor
Lord.
man, poor man. But yeah, with Dan kind of caught out in the backlines, what can they do? What can they do right now? What can they do to stop this? But I don't think they're gonna be able to do much.
He's kind of like just useless right now because he's
Wait,
not
actually
really
onto
accomplishing.
Oh, it takes out half of his HP. That was a good chance, a good opportunity. But unfortunately didn't end up in much there.
About to say, as long as he stays back there and doesn't do much, he is missing his team, and it's basically just making it harder for his team to hold. What's-his-face gonna pick up Nulltalks up in River as well, so they're gonna just keep losing these players, making it harder to hold the point, and Taylor is up on the spy as well. Gonna try to go for something cheeky here, as Dan is back up on the heavy. Holding down a little bit on the door there, but Taylor's already in. He's spy crabbing while invisible. I think this gamer is taking the game very seriously right now. This is a very professional strategy.
I think we forgot to mention, if you press tab, JPEG is on a 5 dominations, 108 score, just completely obliterating everybody and just repeating what he's been accomplishing earlier.
Let's see if he can get that 6th dom as well. I think that's what he's looking for at this point. He just
The
wants to get
elusive
that.
6 doms.
Oh, I don't know, he didn't quite get it. That was Pride getting the dom there as well. But I don't know, we don't know who he's not dominating yet. That's gonna be the hardest thing to figure out. Unfortunately, we will not know until he either gets it or loses it. So I think that's his goal that he set himself now. As 3 players are, well, 2 have just now respawned. 1 is just dead for Syringe gun noises. And Taylor eats a little bit of a rocket, but I don't think anybody saw. So he's still just gonna walk in invisible and be a little bit of a sneaky spy.
I like what Dan's doing though. He's got the contour. He's ready to get moving fast and quick as soon as
no,
they
Taylor,
have the
not
opportunity.
again! Oh my god!
No, that just brings back
He can't
flashbacks
keep
for
getting
Ray
away
7.
with it! He can't keep getting away with it. The exact same thing happened
Oh
against
my
Lazy Purple's
God.
team as well. Was it that match? I think it was. That's just... Oh my... How does he keep getting away with it? I cannot believe it.
Taylor doing his best Theo impression to just... I think he just wanted to traumatize Ray 7 now. Poor
Ray
man.
7's never gonna come back to help this event unless Spy
He's
is like
never
banned.
coming back. But we're the game's not over yet. We're still doing
There's one more round at
whoever's
least
got-
in
yeah,
this.
we're doing the EU version of this game right now.
So we get to see one more round. Maybe we get to see another round converted. We'll have to see. The mid is definitely going in the favor of Syringe Noises for the time being. They're getting a lot of nice frags early on. Only JPEG and Taylor left. Taylor being killed is only JPEG, but Taylor got the kill he was looking for. He got the backstab onto Array again. And JPEG is just going to buy some time and just delay these people. Because I think he strikes fear into their hearts. And he still wants that 6th domination. He's got about 1.5 minutes to try and get it. Everybody wants to see him get it.
I wonder who he's missing, because, like, it should be pretty easy for him, right?
I mean, you'd think, yeah.
Yeah, you'd think for a person like JPEG, quite the gamer like him, and everyone's sliding around. Whoa, what happened? A bit of lag here in the server.
A bit of lag spike. That's fine. Nothing unusual, really.
A lag spike and a TF2 STV?
Never seen
in my life.
Unbelievable. Syringe gun noises. Only have 2 people alive. One of them is Maxbox, who, well, is now alone, actually, as Taylor killed his medic and is now trying his absolute hardest to kill this man as well, who's getting peppered and prodded from all different kinds of sides. Finally gets taken down, put out of his misery, and it looks like they're not gonna let Syringe gun noises get another round here, as we close out the game with a scoreline of 5-1, it looks like.
Now, in NA's terms, this game would already be over, but hey, we gotta play it by the host's rules. So we're with 30 seconds left. However, I don't think anything could happen. Maybe everyone's just gonna run in and die. I don't know.
We just get reading his EU propaganda.
You get
on his
a fun little frag of the
nonsense
players.
The idea behind this dead time is that this is where you can actually start playing, where you can, like, you know, become good and, like, do the cool frags that end up in frag videos. That's what it's used for. Even if you've already lost the match, if you get the coolest kill of the round, you've basically won. That's what matters.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for that JPEG, what's it gonna be called? The Rage like the next Rage video, but TFConnect version.
Going to be going ahead and heading off those donations. I believe I'm going to throw it back to Cerny and August, as we're going to go ahead and head off into this clear cut match, best of 5 matches, first team to 3 wins. So go ahead and take it away.
Well, the teams are already kicking it off on this first fight here, and a lot better positioning immediately out of the Gardeners here. But they actually lose 2 players, both of their soldiers immediately, only trading for 1 on their own side. And obviously JPEG is still getting pumped full of heals on the point, as pretty much the only person that Pride is healing. It's gonna be his downfall. This is what they do say about Pride, can be a downfall. And in this case, they're gonna be dead, so Array has a full Uber advantage to work with here. Obviously gonna feel a lot of pressure. Taylor is gonna try to chase him down and does get a juicy, nice bomb onto him. I believe that was a quick fix too, so I guess it's not that huge of a loss at the end of the day. But
I think it was launched into them.
You don't want to see it, and even though they have the point here, they're not gonna be easily holding on to it.
Yeah, I think the map, like, clear cut, just it opens so many opportunities for scouts, and when I say scouts, I mean JPEG, just JPEG.
Yeah,
because
it's a very open map, so I'm not surprised we see Taylor on the sniper already as well. When I played this map earlier today, I spent like 2/3 of the time on sniper, just because it's extremely powerful.
Come on, Taylor, you can make the jump. You can make the jump, Taylor. You can make it. Come on. Come on. You got it. Come on, parkour.
He's got the wiggle.
He's got the wiggle. He's got the strafing down, but oh, okay, he just gives up. He says, "Curse you, ledge," and just decides to walk forward with his team, holding down the middle point now. And though I think they got some good time though. Okay, he just deletes Skyman. Oh, whatever. Nice shot.
Found a nice
angle. He doesn't
there.
need the high ground.
Gonna take that now. All right, yeah, and he's just gonna continue holding down that angle as well. I mean, most of the Syringe gun noises are back there, so it's gonna be a little bit of people to shoot at. They're finally spreading out a little bit, but Taylor can just quickly rotate around if he's that far forward as well. He just gets a lot of vision. So we're really gonna have to watch out for whichever angle he might get here. That being said, it's only 1-for-1 right now. Never mind, I completely cursed it. They're gonna take down Array 7 with a nice body shot. So, while the players are equal, Pride's gonna use his Uber into JPEG. The Chariot is just going to absolutely demolish anything that happens to be in front of him, because he cannot be hit, and he's gonna go. He's on an 8K already.
Sound the alarms. The JPEG train is going. It's moving.
Guess he's on a 10k even. My bad. He's on the AK with just the scout. He's on 10k already.
Someone stop him, please.
Someone please start the brakes on this guy, please.
I don't think he's getting
Train
invited
has no
again.
brakes.
Everyone's out on the JPEG Express.
Why is it JPEG? Why not PNG? Why does he like the lossy format more? That's what I don't get. I wonder what the lore behind that name is. Must be more deeper lore behind it, to be honest.
Well, it's J_peg, so maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a new file format that he's been working on.
Maxbox actually electing to play Scout here, decides to take the 1v1 with JPEG, but unfortunately Grizz is on his team as well, so nothing came out of that, although it was a good try.
I do like to
The
see
directed air shot
directed
from Springy
out of
takes down
Springy.
Noltox. Oh my god, what a
Well, I was about
shot.
to say, he's having a little bit of fun with this weapon here. However, Ray is going to be able to pop up a quick fix Uber. So they're going to, well, you know, contest the point a bit. Unfortunately, you can't cap with that thing active anymore. They changed that a few years ago. Even I remember that. It's just the one of the many nerfs that weapon actually needed. So they're not going to be able to cap out the point with that. And with only 20 seconds left on the timer, it's do or die time for Syringe gunners if they want to stay in this round.
JPEG's in there as part of the map, killing, who's it, Dan? Killing off the sniper there, and with 10 seconds, less than 10 seconds on the clock, can the syringe gun noises do something about this?
They're definitely going to try. They're going to get onto the point, put a lot of pressure onto it. They do pick up one frag with MrWhatsHisFace, but JPEG is still roaming loose. Pride doesn't have Uber yet, so they're actually going to be able to pick him up. That's a pick there. Taylor's going to get a nice headshot onto Skyman, but he's not going to be able to just protect this point alone. JPEG is going to have to try to do that, and unfortunately he's going to lose his 13 kill streak.
He's finally dead.
To
Oh
a
my
pyro.
god.
And the timer starts ticking down for syringe gun noises. They've shown proficiency on King of the Hill. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Maxbox is playing the Uncle Dan class right now. Ooh.
He's a very versatile gamer, so I'm not surprised to see this out of him. Might even, you know, go for some cheeky teleporter places or something. That being said, Taylor is gonna quickly kill Dan Greene, win that sniper duel. Beef is also gonna get caught out here, and Noltox is already on 7 HP, aka dead. So that's three
And
players
we're back on the
taken down.
JPEG fight. On the JPEG train.
Yep. Hey, Ray is gonna use his quick fix to try and maybe protect the point here for a bit, but you know, not gonna be much. Gets disconnected from Skyman, and Skyman is the last person alive for the time being, and that's just gonna be the point capped out, and the first round going the way of the bearded brigands. No, not bearded brigands. Greedy gardeners. That's the one.
You
These names
dare
confuse-
associate JPEG with lazy purple? Impossible.
They're all alliterations. Okay, it's it's tough. Anyway, second round. It's King of the Hill, so it might go quickly. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
See how
with
they finish this up.
each game kind of lasting, or each round kind of lasting like around 6 minutes, so definitely a lot quicker than the usual 5 CP, but oh, we already see the first death coming from Grizz. He's gonna fall early. That's good. Beef's credit there, and Dan's gonna launch JPEG into the skybox, but JPEG takes no fall damage because of those amazing legs of his. I don't know how he does it. Defying gravity, just completely.
It's crazy.
And
I don't
think
know
they're
what
gonna
he's
take this
putting in his
point
drink.
first.
Yeah, it looks like just like last round, Syringe gunners are going to take the point first, but they're going to find themselves in a rather difficult position. They do pick up Pride, and the Ray is close to his quick fix Uber. They're not in an amazing position with only a Ray and Dan left. They can hang on for a while.
Oh, the headshot.
The quick
from
fix
Taylor.
doesn't make you invulnerable, so Taylor's just gonna take down a Ray, and the teleporter that
Oh,
Beef
wait,
just
JPEG
took.
goes down.
Okay.
Teleporter just teleporting Beef into the fray, and quick and easily takes down JPEG. So good job from them. Holy shit! He just completely destroyed him.
Honestly, the teleporter was the MVP there. You know what? Maxbox is pulling his weight on the engineer class. So the Texan that does the gun thing and punches it. I don't know. He's using the mini sentry, right? Yeah, he's using the Robo Fist. So
Uncle Dane would be proud. Uncle Dane would be proud. But yeah, we're seeing here another aggressive push from the syringe gun noises. They're gonna go through their own little house here, the bunker, and I think they're scaring them up a bit. They're actually managing to get some ground here. Although it's been a
Dan
little
goes
even.
deep.
Oh, Dan
Ooh.
goes super deep and takes down Pride immediately, and that just gives the opportunity for the blue team here to just get the point quick and easy, but JPEG still wreaking havoc on everybody. No one can freaking hit him. And Soldier high bombing, tries to get something done, but gets nothing done. But meanwhile, Maxbox does go down to JPEG. No surprise there.
Yeah, and he's got a mini sentry in the backline protecting his med a little bit here, so you know JPEG's gonna be feeling the pain on that one a little bit. He won't be able to just cross across the point that easily, but he can just catch out the players that aren't covered by the mini sentry because they can't do anything about it. And with the mini sentry gone, that threat is suddenly eliminated. So the Uber, or much rather Quick Fix, comes out of Array 7 here yet again, and they're gonna pick up a little bit of a kill there on the point, but they need to cap the point if they want to start their timer again. They're pretty equal for the time being, and it's not looking all that great for them, because they're not in a great position to try and contest this point right now.
There is no human threat to JPEG. That doesn't exist.
It's only the automated aimbot that you can
It's
put
only
down.
the robots.
Yeah, he's gonna probably camp
He's
the
spawn
teleporter.
camping the teleporter. Oh, never mind. Maxbox gets
switched
off
off.
the teleporter, saving some shamefulness from his team. So JPEG, although I think they're gonna forward hold this, so which is entirely possible. Although this is kind of BM at this point. Please let them out of their spawn, for the love of God.
I don't think they're gonna. I mean, they pick up Noltox, but he's basically the decoy, and everybody else just went on the other side here. But that doesn't matter to JPEG. He's still gonna just frag people. Already on a 9K again in his current life. Make that 10.
Oh no!
I told you, it's a massacre.
Thank God I was not against him this season and with him, because I'd hate to play against him. Oh my lord!
Is JPEG in main? What team was he on this season?
He was on Total Drama Island with me in main 6s. Which I think he is seeking greater heights and playing advanced. Try and get the invite. Invite Dream, maybe?
Well, if anything, he's definitely shown he's ready to move on to the next level with this match, dropping
Showing he's keen.
Just insane logs.
He's basically pub stomping this show match, which is quite something to behold.
I'm still thinking about the title. I'm still thinking about the title of his next video. Oh, how poor these people will feel after this.
I'm scared because obviously I've still got some matches coming up against Solar Light's team. But whichever team that wins that match, they're gonna have to probably go up against JPEG in the finals that are gonna be, intercontinental. So,
we did see a really
I'm
good.
scared.
For sure, but we did actually see a really good last-minute quote-unquote pub push from Syringe gun noises, from a coordinated attack onto the point, and they managed to get that with overtime on the clock. Can they hold it out for another 2 minutes? Please tell me they can, Cerny, please.
I hope it would be glorious to behold, truly, if they just manage to put a round on the board here. But if they don't get, JPEG just immediately nukes down. Immediately nuked down. That's what you need. You need that focus fire on him when he's unattentive, and that's how you shut them down. Because as soon as he's taken care of, the entire team crumbles around him. They already get 2 other kills here. And Taylor, well, he's also very proficient.
Double air shot.
Oh my god.
Taylor with the double air shot out to Dan.
It's only to protect his med,
breaks his legs in the end, but oh my lord.
It's only to protect his meds. He won't be able to contest the point for the time being. They're gonna
Max
have
is on
to
the
wait
summer
for the
Buddhist.
chariot. Oh yeah, he is. Actually,
I
helping
like
him quite a lot.
Look at him. Look at it. He's having a nice vacation in Antarctica. But will this Putis be able to save the point for another minute? Taylor is actually jumping behind. He's straight onto the scout, Skyman, I think. Dan's actually jumping on him.
Oh,
wait, this might be a quick exchange. He actually got us those 2 rockets and lives. Oh my god,
Ray
Dan
gets his
almost
quick
getting
fix
destroyed yet
off
again.
just in time, though. He's gonna be able to at least keep Beef alive, and then anybody else who decides to flash here as well. And it's actually really working well for them. That late Uber not being able to kill a Ray there really bites them in the ass, because they're gonna get JPEG as well, and they're gonna hang on to the point. 30 seconds left on the clock. This is actually winnable. This is actually winnable.
Yeah, Noltalk's doing his best JPEG impression on a 4K right now, top scoring for his team on Scout. Can he actually save this? Can they do this? It's so close now, and everybody from the Groovy Gardeners are straight onto the point doing their kind of version of the pub push.
It might
MrWhatsHisFace
just
getting taken down so early, though. It might
them.
be so bad.
Oh.
Dan's down too. This doesn't look too good. Do not let them camp. The Demo Man is down though, but might be for both teams. However, Beef's on like 2 HP. He
There's the quick
survives
fix.
barely.
Comes out of Array 7. They get down Pride, so the Uber is out of the equation. They manage to pick up Taylor as well as only JPEG left, but he is on full HP and he is a menace. He's gonna just buy enough time for his team here.
Around.
Gets Array. Noltox might have to do this himself, but he's alone. He's waiting for his team to come around. Dan is right here.
His team's up.
Max is also back. This heavy could turn the tide if he gets onto the point in time, but he's not gonna get on the point. No! Ah, that's
so
gonna be 2-0. So close. Both timers sitting 0-0. You can't get much closer than that.
You really can't get any much closer than that. Both teams, anybody could have capped the point. Wow, that was really close. I like to see that. I really like to see that. But I would have liked it more if the Syringe Gunners would have survived and won that round, making it a 1-1. But oh, whoa! Beef is throwing down pipes on, raining down pipes actually onto the Groovy gamers.
And it's working out well for them, just completely annihilating that combo. It's basically only JPEG and Taylor left. Taylor being on the spy. He might just get another cheeky stab onto Array here. Array's not turning around at all. Taylor's he's just taunting at this point. He's just waiting.
Please.
He's just standing there waiting to see how long it takes people to figure out that he's out of place. He was just standing there observing. He's just looking, seeing what will happen. Absolute BM. But
Wait, why does Taylor have a young sanity find? What? Oh man, he was one with them. He was one with the Array 7 and almost taking down him, but good observation skills from the Pyro Noltox to take him down there. That could have been really bad, but we did see...
Did I just hear the name, the man, the myth, the legend, Young Sanity?
Yes, you just heard Young Man, Young Sanity, 503 Young Sanity, X-Tine... I don't know, something like that. But
I had to look. I was like, why is he... I didn't believe you, but yeah,
he had a vine for he had a Young Man vine. I don't know what to say.
Why did oh my god, MrWhatsHisFace. The scout jumped over like 3 stickies there and just... MrWhatsHisFace just did it dead. But enough of me trying to count. I'll let the professionals do it.
He's just a very patient demo man. He knew that it wasn't the time. It just wasn't the time to get there yet. He's gonna instead take his team around to the other side here. They're gonna put some pressure on the point with, you know, 4 players essentially dead, 4 syringe gun noises with 2 of them just now respawning, coming back. It's gonna be looking pretty tough for them. Array nowhere near any sort of charge. Pride obviously full on Uber. They're gonna just take this point basically for free. Actually, crits, never mind.
JP crits.
Oh, they're gonna pistol down that heavy, and Array is just in a world of hurt for that one. Gets a nice little crit rocket onto Taylor just with the flash. But they put a lot of time on the board for now. 122 is not a bad hold for the first little cap, and you know the timer just started for Groovy Gardeners. So we can definitely see that the Syringe Gun Noises team is not giving up just yet. They're not going to go down without a fight. They're definitely going to try keep being just into this match.
The bomb from Taylor though, trying to bring out a garden, but the counter bombs are coming out, and Beef is going in trying to kill the scouts, but he misses every single pipe he's thrown.
Springy gets a nice little pick onto Dan there, just catches him off guard, trades with him essentially. Maxbox getting taken down as well. No heavy for Syringe Gun Noises. Not gonna have an easy time.
Trying to put some pressure.
Oh, but JPEG is as well. It's gonna.
Skymint's trying her own, taking her own shot at it too, but doesn't manage to get anything there. I love how Maxbox said in chat when he died from the crits. He was like, "Yo, production, where's the health bar at? The boss health bar." So I'm assuming he's putting that on JPEG, who is the final boss of TF2. Apparently, you heard it now, folks. TF2 has an end game. It's even harder than Frotech. Frotech's the mini boss at this point.
Oh.
They're not the final one anymore. They've aged out. You know, the game has been developed further. We have moved on beyond the need for Frotech. Society doesn't require him anymore. That being said, great push out of Syringe Gun Noises there. Only MrWhatsHisFace and Pride left alive. Pride obviously still on the full crits, but I mean, you know, using them or dropping them here doesn't really matter either way. It's gonna run away instead. Noltox is gonna be on the chase, maybe making something happen. Unfortunately, gets caught out. It's too much support.
You can't do this. You can't be this aggressive because you're holding the midpoint. You can't do this. Although with 60 seconds left on the clock, I'm surprised they managed to shave off so much time there. But the crits are coming out. MaxBox can't survive even without the quick. Even with the quick fix.
Yeah, quick fix can't really stop that. If you get hit, you're dead anyway. And it's gonna make short work of most of the team there. They do pick up Pride, but honestly, it barely matters in this situation at all. So. Timer is gonna start ticking again for Groovy Gardeners. 1 minute 15 left on the clock, and anything is still possible. Definitely a better position still for Syringe gun noises. They're gonna start building earlier. They're gonna have the quick fix ready. They might be able to retake this point pretty confidently as Array 7 gets launched into a wall because the Soldier rocket jumps.
I just want to say real quick that a lot of the professional people who are playing this video game tonight in this server are plugging themselves for us casters to see, so shout out to them. Sub to everybody. I don't know, sub to everybody. We're all good people, all talented individuals.
Yeah, I would argue that as well. That's a good idea, actually. I like your thinking. Because at the end of the day, these are YouTubers. And everybody always makes fun of YouTubers in TF2 and that they're all bad at the game, apparently.
Nah, we evidently see that from JPEG.
Yeah.
Although I wish Muzoke was back. Can someone get him back, please?
I mean, technically, Banny's a YouTuber.
I want Star back.
Streams.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
Hey, come on. He was around when I started playing the video game.
True.
But we actually do see a lot of aggression here with 0-0-0 on the clock. Can they actually survive? But the crits are... Oh, everyone's so hurt. These soldiers are taunting, but... if that was a quick push there, yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna...
question. Mr. Dan Greene is requesting the casters to chant. I don't know chant what, but...
Yeah, what are we supposed to chant? Are we supposed to, like, create...
So I think we're just chanting syringe gun noises, like... I don't know, something like that.
I can't make syringe gun noises. My voice is dead. I've been screaming all day. Please, have mercy on me. I don't want to wake up my parents either. I'm just gonna start chanting, you know.
The Heavy's putting so much work here, actually. MaxBox getting achievement, lending a hand. He is lending as much hands as he can to, that including his minigun. That's just completely obliterating everyone.
No!
Can they actually get the time?
They can! They do it! Alright, they're back into this match.
I have regressed through puberty, ladies and gentlemen.
If this is the comeback that I've been waiting for, if this is the reverse sweep, I will be extraordinarily happy. And I think Syringe Gun Noises will be too. If they topple the best NA team in the tournament, that would be absolutely
Syringe.
Beef is deep early, but doesn't accomplish much beyond that. Dan is going to try to follow up either. Oh, it's not looking good for them right now, unfortunately. Losing both their soldiers early, but still a lot of positioning on the point here. Very, very well poised to try and more pressure.
Oh, you guys didn't see this, but JPEG got 6 DOMs.
Oh.
He screenshotted it too. He's gonna shove that in everybody's face now. Oh dear.
Oh,
and that's not enough for him. He wants to win the match now.
Yeah, I think he's had enough. Losing a round is just too far. You can't have that happen. I mean, come on. That's just
impossible. JPEG losing a round.
Unbelievable. But that's the way you could argue.
Yeah,
I still believe in Syringe Gun Noises here. I believe in Syringe Gun Noises here. They absolutely still have a shot at this. If they pull themselves together, if they somehow annihilate this demonic force that reigns upon this wretched server as of right now, known
He's
as
almost
J
at 100
_peg.
points again, and it's not even halfway over.
Beautiful.
Although they are stuffing them there. Beef doing his best stuffing impression. But the scout class is like, nope. See, I'm gonna shoot you for 100 damage every second.
Skyman's gonna get a nice force out of Pride there, so even though they lose Array right there to Grizzly, they're actually gonna be able to hang onto this and potentially have a nice little repush here. MaxBox is also in, trying to deal with this onslaught of scouts. Not gonna quite work out in his favor. Beef gets taken down as well. I just realized Taylor has also switched to scout. I think they're very serious now about winning.
Yeah, I don't see any off classes from the Groovy Gardeners. They're taking this extremely seriously.
God.
They want to destroy the opposition. They want to crush anybody who stands in their path. But you know what? It's all in good fun because we're all here to play some TF2. So JPEG, please turn it down a notch, please. I'll pay you later. I'll put something on your tab. Come on, please.
Payment received. Well, Groovy Gardener's just holding down that point like an iron fort. Raining that point with an iron fist, but fair. Iron but fair fist. The Uber comes out, they're gonna be just pushing it into here. Dan Greene trying his best to just deny him a little bit. Maxbox obviously getting nuked down as the heavy as well, and JPEG is on the chase for Array already. Can Array make it into spawn before he dies? Yes, he can.
Oh my god, it's a Christmas miracle.
But JPEG is still out there. He's still waiting.
He's prowling, dude. He's prowling. He's on the prowl. He's on the hunt. He's on the hunt for another, maybe... Actually, he had 100 points. He's at 100 points. Oh, dear. It's over.
What else could a man want at this point? What else does man want at this very point? You've
He's
already
got
got
his paycheck
everything.
cut out for him already.
You've already gotten everything that you could possibly ask for, and yet can still get more. Has 2 more frags fall in the favor of Groovy Guardians, but 2 of them also fall in the favor of Syringe. Got noises here. Lose Skyrim, but still, it's not looking all that terrible. Taylor is wreaking a little bit of havoc as well on the scout class, so he's definitely been putting in work.
Grizz is on a 6k on Soldier as well, so it's looking good for them so far. With about 10 seconds left on the clock, can they shut this out? This is the last round, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And here comes the pub push. Dan's actually flying through the air as a pyro. He's airborne. He's grown wings. Oh my lord, Maxbox is trying to get onto the point in time, but he's too slow.
He's gonna all juggle around and denied off the point. That's gonna be closing it out 3-1 for Groovy Gardeners.
I think that's gonna be it for this match, but stick around. I think we've got more coming.
Thanks for watching till the end. Like and sub to see more of our TF2 content, and visit this playlist to get the rest of the TFConnect 2020 shenanigans.